Good morning, or whenever you're watching this. I'm almost to work now. I was watching a couple of videos about how we lost Kobe Bryant, man. It's a sad day. Sad way to go, man. Just trying to take a helicopter ride somewhere, and same thing could have happened to me, just going to work. That's about all he was doing, was just going somewhere. A lot of people are really sad, man. I was never personally a giant fan of his. I mean, because he never played in my city, in Cleveland or anything. But I always heard his name, and it's just sad. It's sad that he had his kid, and another family was there in the helicopter when it went down. So it's just a tragedy, I guess. My wife was talking about how, I guess it was foggy, and I don't know all the details, but I was just thinking about mortality and how we feel when famous people die, 'Cause I think a lot of people just remember all the best stuff when people die. And when you're kind of one of the greats in anything, and you pass and you have fans, like they pretty much only just remember all the good stuff about you. And maybe that's fine, especially if it helps people grieve. It reminds me of when the celebrity death that affected me the most was probably when we lost Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. Because I had seen him live 3 times. He was a member. He was like the lead singer of my favorite band growing up. I was pretty upset when we lost him. The way he went was, we didn't lose the whole family at once like we did with Kobe. Or at least, it was him and his daughter and his daughter's friend, or something like that. In the case of Kobe and Chester, we only lost him when he can call it committing suicide, but I think I'm coming around to the idea of calling it just like losing to depression. I think people can lose to depression, man. My wife has depression sometimes, and she explains it like, doesn't matter what's going on around you. There's nothing you can do about it. The depression just comes for you, and it doesn't let go, and you feel depressed. No matter how great things might be going, no matter how hard you try to make it better, or do things to make yourself feel better, or treat yourself, or whatever. So it's tough, man. It's tough. You never know when it's time to go. And it makes me think about when it's going to be my time to go. I better get some life insurance. Because if I leave, there's going to be some people that are left in the cold, man. I'm the only one bringing money into the house. And if they lose me, what are they going to do, I know that they would survive. Between my parents and my wife's parents, nobody would freeze to death or go hungry at all. But that would just be, I feel like that would just be like me not taking care of business, because it's up to me. It's up to me to take care of them. I don't want the responsibility to fall on anyone else. And the responsibility is on my wife too, but I don't want all of that weight on her. I definitely have to carry my portion, whether I live or die. I have to do my part, dead or alive. I guess Kobe Bryant, I was just watching a video, and a guy was making the case that we shouldn't just like lionize these people. I was listening to one on Martin Luther King Day about some of the bad stuff that he did in his life, but everybody just praises him and worships him. And then Kobe Bryant, how he had some dark stuff in his past, like a rape allegation or something like that. And I don't know. I mean, you definitely have to hold people accountable for their actions and remember them honestly. I think that's got to be important, right? I mean, what are the facts? What are the facts? Do they deserve to be idolized? And if you idolize enough people who do that kind of bad stuff, is it kind of like co-signing it? Yeah, for sure, that's fine. But, I mean, I guess we were just talking about an allegation. So, innocent until proven guilty, right? That's kind of a sad thing. When you accuse someone of something, you have to really understand that if you're just making, if you don't have proof, or if it didn't really happen, and like false allegations, man, when you accuse of something that isn't true, you're ruining them anyway. You're making the world think that they did do it, whether or not they did. Like false rape charges, like how horrible it would be if some woman accused me and I don't even know who you are, or like that never happened. But then my life is ruined. I could be thrown in prison. I'll lose my job. My wife could leave me. My kids could, maybe want nothing to do with me after that, just because somebody wanted to make something up, or anything else. Not just that kind of thing. Not just. I don't know. I was just thinking about mortality and legacy. When we lost Kobe, and like I said, I was never really a giant basketball fan. I jumped on the bandwagon when my team, the Cavs, when we were playing in 2016, and we started looking really good, and we got into the playoffs, and I was like, man, this is about to be the year. And I actually started watching it live, not just following it and hearing about it, That was really awesome. And but that's the most basketball I ever watched. And so I really only knew about Kobe because he was just so famous. He's like one of the greats, And yeah, I think that among the general public, his legacy is pretty well established as being a great man. And I hope that someday people remember me in a positive light. Definitely not by as many people. I don't think my death is going to make national headlines and be the subject of everyone's, like, every post on social media for like however long it's going to last, a week or so. That's not going to happen when I die. But I would like to be remembered. I would like to be remembered in a positive light by my family and my friends. So that's just what I was thinking about. And I hope that You know, everybody's able to do that. We want to be remembered. We want to be remembered in a good way. But not only that, but knowing that death can come for us so suddenly just reminds you to go out there and enjoy the day. Prepare for the future. Prepare for the future, but don't get too caught up in that you don't remember to seize the day, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and close this out.